I always really think I think it's really funny. I always say it's really interesting and really funny the way the human population always refers to God as love, like people who are into ascension and awakening and they're into the awakening journey and they refer to God as love. And I'm not disagreeing with that, but it's rare that people also recognize the equally true truth. Like this is also just as true that God is allowance. God is allowance. So when people don't understand, like, how could this thing happen? Or how could God do this to me? Or they believe in a punishing God, like, why did God punish us this way? They're not understanding the law of allowance. Allowance, there is a universal law of allowance. And that law, all the universal laws were created by the divine to allow us in this reality to have whatever experience we could have. And the law of allowance is literally the law that allows for allowance, because we, through our own free will, conscious and unconscious, get to have any experience we desire. And we may not consciously realize how we're creating the experience to have the experiences that we think we may not desire, or we do. But either way, the law of allowance is allowing for that. And that's because God is allowance. Like once you get that God is allowance, and once you recognize that you can have any experience you desire, but you have to be aligned with that experience energetically that you desire. And then you have to become the allowance that allows it. And you have to work with the law of allowance, and you have to work with the recognition that there is allowance here, right? Allowance, things that are allowed. It is amazing that humans, through the human perspective, really still don't understand the all that it is. It's all that is, and that includes, things that we don't necessarily deem as loving or as love. Even though, like, ultimately we can say it's all love. Of course, we can say that. But it's all allowance. It just allows. What is here because it is allowed. So it's up to us to use our free will choice and our consciousness to navigate so that we can have and allow for what is allowed for, what is here for us, what is available to us. It's really pretty simple, actually.